iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory finals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for some space. It's Hawkins. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build-up of the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to extend the play. Grab near the sticks. It's Sampson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try the option play here. Running past the 45. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. And the back now goes in motion. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This NC State offense is moving quickly down the field. They're going to run the option. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Got the 1st down, now looking for more. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
This is exactly how this offense envisioned this game getting started, is having opportunities to be able to crease this defense and hit big plays. Now let's see what they can do off of it.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Oh, and he can't hold on. A 1st down screen is incomplete.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down. Very near the red zone now.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. From the shotgun, drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And the 12th play of this opening drive is a 3rd down and long. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half. And the 12th play of this opening drive is a 3rd down and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
This try is no good. With that miss, no change in the score.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Of the 52-yard miss, the offense will take over at their 35. They're going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. So following the quick lightning strike, they're set up here 1st and goal. They'll run it to the left. And tackled there by the defense. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. As the first down is still going. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
They try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Fights through a tackle. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
With the catch, it's Sampson. And he's tackled after the catch.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Crucial third down play after that completion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Can you believe it? Another delay of game penalty on this drive. Wow. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown. Tie.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Steps out at the 16, but have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. Can they bounce back here? He'll pitch it. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the toss play, runner moving left. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow up.
3rd down after that running play. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
It's an out route. The catch made. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Jukes to get free. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
In this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they need 9 yards. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs on the scramble. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
He shreds the tackle.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
I I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
The ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh, what a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They'll pass up the chip shot field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. The quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Now the all-important extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Got it.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. This will likely be the last play of the half. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
The pass rush closing in, and he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama. This one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. It's a draw to the back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Now here's the toss play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to take off here, and the defense wraps him up. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
What a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff running right. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Boy, the interior of that defensive line holds the point and allows the rest of the defense to rally to the football to bring up this 3rd down.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Can he make it to the marker? Looks like NC State will have the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
And the quarterback dropping back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The guys up front line up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff. Touchdown, Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, not right through. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. It's an option look. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? He'll field it close to midfield. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big game before he goes. Move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense.
Cobra.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
Okay.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10.
Easy.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap. He turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Cricket.
They'll run the option. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play.
Jackrabbit. Go.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Here we go.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense. Premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
On the
NC
set.
State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Lasso. Lasso. Ah.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, there's something, Chris, we haven't seen much from this offense all day. Finally, a big play downfield.
Wolfpack line up now, 1st and goal.
Slab.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
The defense has kept the offense out of the end zone all game. Can they stop them on 3rd and goal? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan into the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Single back takes the handoff.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Green 25.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
He's got a 1st down and more. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense.
Black 24. Black 24.
Looking to pass this time. Touchdown, Alabama. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he steps out at the 25. Would have been the same place had it been a touchback. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Here's the second down play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Come on, set.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. Finding space at the 20. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion.
Here we go.
And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
9 Philly. Go.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Ready.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Cobra. Face it. Ready.
And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown continues.
Well, they just continue to do everything This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first and is still going. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Pressure is coming. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's that defense shifting again. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.